Very good morning to one and all. So in the last class we have solved that is 2 problems on a trend analysis, right? So today we will move towards the third problem on trend analysis. Okay, so here we have a question, that is question on a balance sheet. Okay, so in the last session so we did one problem on trend analysis under income statement, right, and one more is regarding a sales, stock and a profit. Okay, so in today's class we will handle the that is trend analysis, that is under a balance sheet. Okay, so here we have a question on a balance sheet and a trend analysis. So I will read the question. So from the following balance sheet of Bharat Industries Limited, compute the trend percentage using 31st March 2010 as the base year anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So balance sheet ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ Bharat Industries Limited ದು and compute ಮಾಡಿ trend analysis ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. That is based on a 2010 taking as a base year anta. Okay, so 2010 na base year ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು we need to calculate our trend analysis or a trend percentage. Okay, so in first column we have a particulars and in the second column that is 31st 2010 and next column ali third column ali 31st 2011 and last fourth column ali that is 31st 2012. So 2010, 2011, 2012. Okay, so we have 3 years. So particulars ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ questions ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. That is share capital ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. In 2010 it's 2 lakh and in 2011 it's 2,50,000 and in 2012 it's 3 lakh. Okay, and the next item is its reserves. So in 2010 it's 1 lakh and in 2011 it's 1,50,000 and in 2012 again 1,50,000. Okay, and the next item it's long term loans. Again in 2010 it's 2 lakh, 2011 1 lakh and 2012 it's 50,000, 50,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, and the next item is its trade payables. So in 2010 3 lakh, 2011 4 lakh and 2012 2 lakh. Okay, and the next one is building. So again in 2010 2 lakh, 2011 2,50,000 and 2012 it's 3 lakh rupees. Okay, and the next one is plant. So 2 lakh, 2,50,000 and 1 lakh respectively. Okay, and the next item is inventory. Again 2,50,000 in 2010, again in 2011 again it's 2,50,000 and in 2012 it's 1,50,000. Okay, and the next one is trade receivables. For all 3 years it's 1 lakh. Okay, so ಎಲ್ಲ 3 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೂ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು we have only the same amount, it's 1 lakh rupees. And finally the last item is its cash and cash equivalents. So in 2010 again 2011 2012 so 50,000 respectively. Okay, again for all 3 years it's 50,000 respectively. Okay, yes, based on this information we need to prepare a trend percentage. Okay, and taking 2010 as a base year. Okay, and this problem is related to Bharat Industries Limited. Just firstly I will write the company name, it's Bharat Industries Limited. Yes, it's Bharat Industries Limited and we need to calculate the trend percentage, and in the question only they have given just used to take that is 2010 as a base year anta. So I am taking here that is trend analysis, its trend percentage within the bracket 2010 is equal to 100. Okay, so 2010 is nothing but it's 100%. Okay, so 2010 is our base year. Okay, so base year must show 100% always. Okay, yes, just I'll draw the format. as usual in the first column it's particulars, okay, and the second year is it's first year is it's 2010, so 2010 in the form of rupees, and here we need to calculate the trend in the form of a percentage, and the next year is it's 2011 again in the form of rupees. So here it's a trend again in the form of a percentage, and the third year is 2012 again in the form of rupees, and in this column we need to calculate the trend percentage of a 2012, okay. So it's trend percentage. Okay, this is your format, okay. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ 1 by 1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, so we need to categorize the items according to the format, okay. So ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, yes, again go back to your format of a balance sheet. So the Roman number 1 is it's always equity and the liabilities. So I am taking here Roman number 1 equity and liabilities. Yes, equity and liabilities. So under that, so the first one is it's shareholders fund, okay. So here shareholders fund, okay. So under that, so the first one is it's share capital, okay. So bani nima question ge just check out the things. Share capital kotidara, yes, we have a share capital, so I am taking here share capital, okay. So first again na numbers galnella, that is amount galna entry ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲಿಂದ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ 2010 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ 2 lakh and 2011 2,50,000 and in 2012 it's 3 lakh, okay. Yes, again go back to your format. So the second item under shareholders fund is it's reserves and surplus, okay. So ivaga nimma question ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ reserves and surplus. Yes, we have a reserves, okay. So just I'll take here it's reserves, okay. Yes, in 2010 it's 1 lakh, in 2011 it's 1,50,000 and in 2012 it's again 1,50,000, okay. So after this we will get our total shareholders fund, okay. So I am taking here yes, it's total shareholders fund, and within the bracket this one is a item, okay. Yes, 2 lakh plus 1 lakh it's 3 lakh, and here 2,50,000 plus 1,50,000 it's 4 lakh, okay. And here 3 lakh plus 1,50,000 it's 4,50,000, okay. Clear then a total is nimge, okay. Idadmele again go back to your format. So the second item, so second one is it's non-current liabilities. So I am taking here second one non-current liabilities, okay. So under that, so the first item is it's long term loans, okay. So nodi long term loans kottidare nimge question alli. Yes, we have a long term loans. So I am taking here first one A, long term loans. Okay, so in 2010 it's 2 lakh, in 2011 it's 1 lakh, and in 2012 it's 50,000. Okay, so second one again ನಿಮ್ಮ format ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, just go back to your format. So the second item under non-current liability is its that is debentures, that is long term borrowings ಬರುತ್ತೆ, other long term borrowings ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So ನೋಡಿ other long term borrowings ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ? Long term borrowings not given. So now we will get our total non-current liabilities. Okay, so here it's total non-current liabilities. Again we will get the same amount as the total because we have only one item in the case of a non-current liability. So that's why in 2010 our total is 2 lakh, in 2011 our total is 1 lakh, and in 2012 again our total is 50,000. Okay, yes, again go back to your format. So second one is the non-current liabilities and the third one is its current liabilities. So just I'll write here its current liabilities. Okay, so ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ current liabilities ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, so the first item is its short term borrowings. Okay, so ಬನ್ನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ question ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, so check ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ short term borrowings ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ? Not given in the problem, just leave it. And the second item is its trade payables. Okay, so ಬನ್ನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ question ನೋಡಿ trade payables ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ? Yes, we have a trade payables, so I'm writing here under that first one is trade payables. Trade payables. Okay, so trade payables in 2010 it's 3 lakh. Okay, and in 2011 it's 4 lakh. Okay, and in 2012 trade payables amount is it's 2 lakh. Okay, yes, next ನೋಡಿ item ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, again go back to your format. So thirdly we have short term provisions. Okay, again come back to your question. So not given any information regarding short term provisions, just leave it. And the last item under current liability is its other current liabilities. Okay, just check out the things, if anything else that is regarding current liability or a liabilities, nothing. Okay, so ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ again we have only one item in the case of current liabilities. Again it's a trade payables. Okay, so again now we will get our total current liabilities. Okay, yes, here it's total current liabilities. Again we will get the same amount as a total because again under current liabilities also we have only one item, that is trade payables. Okay, so again the same total in 2010 our total is 3 lakh, and in 2011 our total amount is 4 lakh, and in 2012 again our total amount is 2 lakh rupees. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ we will get our total equity and liabilities. Okay, yes, and here this item is considered as B and this item is considered as C. Okay, so here we will get our total equity and liabilities. Just I am taking here total equity and liabilities within the bracket A plus B plus C. Okay, so A is nothing but total shareholders fund, and B is total non-current liabilities, and C is total current liabilities. If we add all these three things, now then we will get our total equity and liability. Okay, in 2010 3 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 3 lakh, it's 8 lakh. okay, and here 4 lakh plus 1 lakh plus 4 lakh, it's 9 lakh, okay, and here 4,50,000 plus 50,000 plus 2 lakh, then its total is it's 7 lakh. ಓಕೆ, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆನಾ? ಎಸ್, ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಫಾರ್ ಈಚ್ ಇಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆಸ್ 2010 ಆಸ್ ಅ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ 2010 ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ 100% ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಐಟಮ್ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 100% ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ 100%. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 100% ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2,50,000 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 2 lakh ಇಂಟು 100 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 125%, 124.00. ಓಕೆ, and here in 2012 our share capital is 3 lakh. So 3 lakh divided by our that is base year value 2 lakh into 100, then you will get 150%, 150.00. Okay, and in the next one again reserves in case of a 2010 again it's 100%. Okay, and here in 2011 it's 1,50,000 divided by our that is base year amount is base year value is 1 lakh. So 1,50,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100, then you will get 150%, 150.00. Okay, and here in 2012 it's 1,50,000 again divided by 1 lakh into 100, again you will get the same percentage, it's 150%. Okay, clear aita namgidu. And next banni 3 lakh in 2010 our trend percentage is 100. Why? Because our base year is in this problem our base year is 2010. For that reason, so we will get a 100% in the case of a trend percentage in the year of 2010. Okay, and next bunny it's a 4 lakh. So 4 lakh divided by 3 lakh into 100, then you will get 133.33%, 133.33%. And here it's 4,50,000 divided by base year value 3 lakh into 100, then you will get again 150%, 150.00. Okay, and nextly that is long term loans. Again 2010 is our base year, for that reason we will get 100% in the case of a 2010. Okay, and here 1 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100, then you will get 50%, 50.00. Okay, so here 50,000 divided by 2 lakh into 100, there you will get 25%, 25.00. Okay, and here also we will get a same percentage because e total namge enaytu next total ag namage sigtivi e amount ene. So hagagi again it's 100%, it's 50%, and again here it's 25%. Okay, yes, and here we have a trade payables. Again in 2010 it's 100%, and here 4 lakh divided by base year value 3 lakh into 100, then you will get it's 133.33%, 133.33%. And here in 2012 our trade payables amount is 2 lakh divided by our base year value it's 3 lakh into 100, then you will get it's 66.67, 66.67%. Okay, and here again we will get a same percentage, it's 100%, and here it's 133.33%, and here 66.67%. Okay, so finally that is total equity and liabilities. So in case of a 2010 again our trend percentage is 100%. Why? Because this is our base year. Okay, and nextly in 2011 our total equity and liability amount is 9 lakh. So 9 lakh divided by 8 lakh into 100, then you will get 112.50%. 112.50%. Okay, and here in 2012 our total equity and liability amount is 7 lakh. So 7 lakh divided by our base year value 8 lakh into 100, there you will get 87.50%. 87.50%. Okay, so this is our total equity and liability, 8 lakh 100%, 9 lakh 112.50%, and here it's 7 lakh and 87.50%. The last line namge enagbeku, again we must get in the case of a total assets. Okay, illa agirad namge total equity and liability ashte. So nextly Roman number second is assets. So finally navu yavaga total assets ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ there we must get the same amount and a same percentage. Okay, idishtu clear ಇದೆ na nimge idu? Okay, just I'll wrap this. The Roman number second is assets. Roman number second, assets. Okay, so under assets, so the first item is its non-current asset. Okay, yes, it's non-current assets. So under that, so the first item is its tangible assets. Okay, so come back to your question. So nodi nimma tangible assets anta nimma problem alli kottidara. So they have not given directly as a tangible assets. Instead of that, we have a two items under a tangible assets. So the first one is building and the second one is plant. Okay, so in the last in case of a comparative and in case of a common size statement, what we used to do is we used to combine these two tangible assets, right? Okay, ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಮನ್ನ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, ಸೊ ಈಚ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಐಟಮ್ಗೂ ಅದರದ್ದು ಆದಂಥ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸೇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಈಚ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಐಟಮ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರದ್ದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಅ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜಿಬಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಈಚ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್. Okay, so ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೋ ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ tangible assets. We have a two categories and we can show easily. Okay, just I'll write here. So under that, so the first one is tangible assets. Okay, tangible assets. So in case of a tangible assets, we have a two assets. So the first one is building. So I'm taking here it's buildings. Okay, so in 2010 building amount is 2 lakh. And in 2011 our building amount is 2,50,000, and in 2012 our building amount is it's 3 lakh. Okay, so under tangible asset one more asset is its plant. Okay, and in case of 2010 plant is 2 lakh. And in 2011 our plant amount is 2,50,000. Okay, and in 2012 our plant amount is 1 lakh. Yes sir, plant amount is 1 lakh. So we can show like this, but we can't add these two items under a tangible assets. Idra under alli navu idana add mado hagilla, badlaಗಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, in the case of a trend analysis we can show separately, okay, under tangible assets. Okay, yes, again go back to your format. So the first item is tangible assets, okay. Second item under non current asset is its intangible assets, okay. So bani ನಿಮ್ಮ question ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ intangible assets ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು, not given, just leave it. And the third item is its non current investment, okay. So nodi, if there is any non current investment or a long term investment, again not given any information regarding a long term investment or a non current investment, okay. So now we will get our total non current assets. Its total non current assets within a bracket A, okay. This is considered as A. So yes, 2 lakh plus 2 lakh, it's 4 lakh, okay. And here 2,50,000 plus 2,50,000, it's 5 lakh, okay. And here 3 lakh plus 1 lakh, it's 4 lakh, okay. So this is the first one, that is non current assets. Again go back to your format. The second item under an assets is its current assets, okay. So I am taking your second one, current assets, okay. So under current assets, so the first item is its current investment, okay. So in the case of a question we don't have any type of investment, so for that reason just leave it. And the second item is inventories, okay. So in the case of a question we have a inventory, so I am taking here inventory, okay. So inventory in 2010-11 it's 2,50,000, 2,50,000, and here also 2,50,000. And in case of a 2012 our inventory amount is 1,50,000, so 1,50,000, okay. And again go back to your format. So the next item is its trade receivables, okay. So again come to your question, kottidare trade receivables, yes we have a trade receivables, so I am taking here B, trade receivables, trade receivables, okay. So and trade receivables ಗೆ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ for all 3 years it's 1 lakh, okay. For all 3 years it's 1 lakh, okay. Again go back to your question. So the next item is its cash and cash equivalents. In the case of a format, your next item is its cash and cash equivalents. As again banni ನಿಮ್ಮ question ge, yes we have a cash and cash equivalents, so I am taking here C, cash and cash equivalents, okay. So this item is also having 50,000 in all 3 years, okay. For all 3 years, so cash and cash equivalents amount is it's 50,000, okay. Yes, again in the case of a format we have a next item, it's short term loans and advances. So ನಿಮ್ಮ question ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ, not given anything regarding a short term loans and advances. So ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, we will get our total current assets, okay. So I am taking here here its total current assets, and this item is treated as B, B. Okay, so here we need to add all these 3 items to get a total current assets. So 2,50,000 plus 1 lakh plus 50,000, now it's 4 lakh rupees. Yes, and here 2,50,000 plus 1 lakh plus 50,000, again it's 4 lakh. Okay, and here 1,50,000 plus 1 lakh plus 50,000, it's 3 lakh. Yes, this is our total current assets. Okay, so finally in the lastly we will get our total assets. Okay, so I am taking here its total assets within the bracket A plus B. So A plus B is nothing but it is a combination of A plus B. A is total current assets and B is total total non-current assets and B is total current assets. Okay, yes, 4 lakh plus 4 lakh, it's 8 lakh. Okay, and here 5 lakh plus 4 lakh, it's 9 lakh. Okay, and here 4 lakh plus 3 lakh, it's 7 lakh. Yes, and go back to your total equity and liabilities, just check out the amount. Okay, check madidra, we must get a same amount. A lane amount ide illu ade barbeku. Yes, we had there, that is 8 lakh, 9 lakh and 7 lakh. Here also we have 8 lakh, 9 lakh and 7 lakh. Okay, as ivaga percentage calculation ಗೆ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ, that is S Bunny buildings ಗೆ. So 2010 is our base year. So for that reason, in case of a 2010, always for each item we will get a 100%. Okay, so here it's 100%. Yes, here it's 100%, and here 2011 our buildings amount is 2,50,000. So 2,50,000 divided by base year value 2 lakh into 100, then you will get 125%. 125.00. Okay, and nextly in 2012 our building amount is 3 lakh. So 3 lakh divided by base year value 2 lakh into 100, then you will get 150%. 150.00. Okay, and here again we will get a 100%. Why? Because 2010 is our base year. Okay, and here 2,50,000 divided by 2 lakh into 100, then you will get 125%. Again it's 125%, and here it's 1 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100, there you will get 50%. 50.00. Okay, and here again it's a 100%, and ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ 5 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100, then you will get 125%. 125.00. Okay, and in 2012 our total non-current asset is it's 4 lakh. So 4 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100, again you will get 100%. Okay, and here inventories in case of a 2010 2,50,000 and the percentage is 100%. Okay, and here 2,50,000 divided by 2,50,000 into 100, again you will get 100%. Okay, and here it's 1,50,000. So divided by base year value 2,50,000 into 100, then you will get it's just a minute. Yes, 1,50,000. Yes, here you will get 60%. Okay, so 1,50,000 divided by 2,50,000 into 100, there you will get 60%. Okay, and the next one is trade receivables. So 1 lakh and in case of a 2010 it's 100%, and here again we have a 1 lakh. So 1 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 100, again we will get 100%. and here also we will get 100% because we have the same amount, it's a 1 lakh which is equal to base year value. Okay, and nextly again in 2010 our percentage is 100%, and here it's a 50,000, again 50,000 divided by 50,000 into 100, again you will get 100%, and here also you will get 100%. Okay, again the same calculation, 50,000 divided by 50,000 into 100, again it's a 100%. Okay, yes, and here 4 lakh, so it shows 100% because our base year is it's 2010, and here also 4 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100, again we will get 100%. Okay, and here 3 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100, again we will get 100, yes, 3 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100, it's 75%. 75.00%. So 3 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100, there you will get 75%. Okay, and here as usual it's 100%. Okay, and here it's a 9 lakh. So total assets in case of a 2011 is 9 lakh. So 9 lakh divided by base year value 8 lakh into 100, then you will get 112.50%. 112.50%. And in case of a 2012, our total asset is it's 7 lakh. So 7 lakh divided by base year value 8 lakh into 100, again you will get 87.50%. 87.50% is again once again check out the things. In the case of a total equity and liabilities, we have a same amount. We had a same amount there also. It's 8 lakh, 100%, 9 lakh, 112.50%, and it's 7 lakh and 87.50%. Okay. Yes. This is about your trend percentage. That is trend percentage of a balance sheet. Okay. So secondly, we have one more problem, that is relating to sales, wages, bad debts and profit after tax. Okay. So it move 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 items mere. It's again it's a general problem. Okay. Again nimdidu general problem agate. Just I'll continue the things. Okay.